Hello, hello, welcome to the Mystic Path. You might have heard Watson say hello. He's decided to join us. So, disclaimer, he might want to get involved. He was sleeping, but he slept through the Divine Masculine reading, but apparently he wants to participate in the Divine Feminine reading. So this is going to be your Divine Feminine energy update, mid-January for the next few weeks. Let us check in and see what is the energy for the Divine Feminine over the next few weeks. Energy for the, whoa, okay. Energy for the Divine Feminine. Didn't even ask the question. Cards are flying out. The energy today is, fast coming. Okay, energy update. Divine Feminine. Okay. Woman with a heart. Angel of love. They're saying these are not. Okay. Interesting. The Divine Masculine had similar love-related cards. Love in the air for this mid-January. I'm going to say the same thing I said on the Divine Masculine reading. If you're watching this reading for a relationship or person, that is fine. But also keep in mind, we all have Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energies within us. So try to take this information in and then ask yourself, is my Divine Feminine energy doing any of this? Does any of this resonate with my Divine Feminine energy, right? Because, you know, one thing that is a little bit troublesome is that people get, like on YouTube, the readings that get the most are like love readings, and then there are some people that are like coming every single day, several times a day, to get love messages. And although there's nothing wrong with that, and I understand feminines, it gives us this sense of control, right? Like we have some kind of control over something that we have no control over. And that's just an illusion anyway. So it's always better, instead of chasing our Divine Masculines and wondering like, why isn't he doing this? Why isn't he doing that? When is he gonna come towards me or whatever? It's sometimes, actually not sometimes, all the time. It's better to just focus on ourselves and work on ourselves and do our own inner work and our own shadow work. Because, you know, if we're just constantly worrying about what the Divine Masculine's doing, then when the Divine Masculine's ready, the Divine Feminine won't be ready because she's not been doing any of her own work because she's just been busy with making sure he's doing his work, right? So I just kind of wanted to mention that you know, if you watch a lot of readings about a specific person, it's not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just always better for us to like divert the focus back into ourselves and then work on ourselves, because we can't change other people and we can't make changes in the world until we can make changes on the individual level, right? So if we can't make changes in our own behavior, then, you know, we've got no shot at making somebody else change or changing big issues in the world. So let's just keep that in mind, okay? Now, let's get the energy for the next few weeks of the viewer. Let's see, what is the energy of those watching? Energy of the viewer, please. One more. Okay. Or two more. Okay. We have Earth. You may be an Earth sign. Your person may be an Earth sign. This could also mean you need to ground. It says nurture nature. We'll find out as we're reading what this particular interpretation is going to be. We have soul star chakra, journey to wholeness. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like divine feminines, those of you watching anyway, I feel like this is good. Feels like you're taking things to the next level. You're really grounded. You're aware. You've been working really hard on these things, and you're merging with the divine. The soul chakra card is basically about like you're starting to understand that you are the divine. Okay, that's one of the big misconceptions that humans have, is that humans think, and again, God, I say quote unquote God, because everybody has something different. Allah, God, universe, source, Mother Nature, everybody has a different deity or person that they look to, that they consider their guidance coming from, right? So whatever that is for you. But humans have kind of misinterpreted it, and which makes sense because we didn't have all the knowledge we have now thousands of years ago, right? So we were just doing the best job we could with the knowledge we had. But humans have kind of misinterpreted that energy as to be something that's outside of us and doing things to us that we have zero control over, and that's a misinterpretation. We are that energy. So, how it works is there's a big ball of vibrating energy, and consciousness goes in and it goes out and comes back, goes out and comes back, right? And so if you want to call this vibrating ball of molecules and consciousness God, then the things going in and out of it, whether it's an alien, a plant, an animal, whatever it is, then that is also God, right? We are not separate from the divine. We are the divine. And we create and co-create our own experience with the divine. But humans have kind of misinterpreted it, that we were separate and apart from that energy, and that's not the case. We are not separate and apart from it. We are it. So I feel like, good job, feminines. I feel like you're very grounded. You've done a lot of work, a lot of healing. You're starting to understand you are the divine, and you're creating your own experience. Everyone here is creating their own experience to some degree. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean, like, if something horrible happens to you, that you did that to yourself and you deserved it, okay? What it means is, like, we're creating our experience with our thoughts, beliefs, patterns, and actions. So if our thoughts, beliefs, pattern, and actions are negative and low vibration and aggressive and angry or whatever it is, then we're going to be creating and attracting more things with that same vibration. So if you're in a very low vibration, let's just use anger. Let's just say, because I would say there's a lot of people these days that are deep in anger as their soul vibration. There's also a lot of people deep in fear as their soul vibration. So we'll use both of those as an example. If you're deep in that vibration and your thoughts, pattern, and beliefs are always surrounded around, I'm so afraid because of this. What if this happens? What if that happens? I'm so afraid. Then you're just attracting and creating a life with more of that energy. I'm so afraid. Same thing with anger. If you're rageful and vengeful and angry, and somebody smiles at you and you scowl back at them, right? You're drawing in and attracting and creating a life that has that main vibration of anger, because we get more of what we focus on. Okay? So if you're focusing and all you do, like people who are always in victim mode, they attract more and more things to them that will keep them as a victim, because that's what their thoughts, patterns, and beliefs are telling the universe they want more of. Hopefully that makes sense, okay? So I feel like I want to say props, feminine. The energy right now is very supportive for you to open your heart and to be open to love and to be more loving with those in your life. And those of you watching, you're there. You're going to be able to do that because it looks like you've done your work. I mean, look at this Earth card. It's making me feel you're very grounded, you're very balanced. I mean, look how beautiful this is. You cannot go wrong with this card. There's just so much stuff going on here. So I feel like this is saying, good job, you guys. You've been doing your work. You've been healing. You're on the journey to becoming whole and understanding that you are the divine. Yep, here he is, making an appearance. Hey, bub. He wants to put an exclamation point on that. You are the divine. So says Watson. Right? So is the magician who has come to join us and emphasize the point. Sweet boy. Okay. That's a nice little break. But you're going to have to go so Mommy can finish. Purring. Okay. Funny, he just popped in to make an appearance. Okay. So let's see, what's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks for the divine feminine energy? Past, present, future, please. Past, present, future. What's happening in the next few weeks? Divine feminine energy, what's happening, what will be happening. Whoop. Okay, couldn't tell if there were two there or one. Hi, Baba. I don't know if you can see him in the background over there on the table. Looking like a king. One more. Okay, two more. Wow, that is some craziness. Okay, so we'll get to that. Okay, so first card, Nine of Swords. Second card, Five of Wands. Third card, we have the Emperor and the World coming in. And the reason why I chuckled and said, yeah, that's unbelievable, is because I just did the Divine Masculine Energy update, and you have the Nine of Swords, Five of Wands, the Emperor of the World. They had the Nine of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Empress. So the future energy for both of you, the Divine Masculine had the Empress, you have the Emperor and the completion of a cycle here. So you cannot make this stuff up over here. Okay, so because the Emperor and the Empress is where we're trying to go, right? That's like when we're in our power and we're integrated and we're living consciously and aware as our higher self on a daily basis. That means when we're being triggered, we're stopping, pausing, handling those triggers in the moment, not letting them blow up into some crazy thing later, not repressing them. We're dealing with them, we're integrated. So that's where, we're all trying to go at the end, right? Tarot's like a journey. It starts with the Fool, ends with the Emperor, Empress, right? So that, he's like, speaking of the Emperor, here I am. Okay, so that's crazy that in the future energy position for the masculines, they had the Empress, which means they're going to be opening up and developing their feminine side, and the feminine reading, we have the Emperor here, which means opening up and standing in the power of your masculine side. So that you put those two people together, we got all kinds of balance going on, right? Right, Bubba? Right, Bubba? All right. So, all right, let's just see for the feminines. So what I'm getting here in the next couple weeks is the feminines are starting to realize that like they've been keeping themselves stuck. They've kind of been wallowing and keeping themselves stuck. And now there's no more of that. They're moving. They're ready for change. They're ready for teamwork. Okay. They're starting to build the foundation so that they can change and live this integrated, empowered, aware, awakened life. So congratulations, feminine. That takes a lot of work to get there. I know. I know it takes a lot of shadow work, a lot of therapy, a lot of whatever it is for you, but it takes a lot of it because you have to really become a clear, healed, healthy channel to be able to fully stand in your power. So I feel like in the next few weeks, if the feminines have not already gotten clarity on this, they're starting to get clarity that it's like they were kind of keeping themselves stuck, and I feel like it's stuck in love because that's the overall energy here. But now they're done. They're ready for change. They're ready to start moving again, and they're ready to move into this like closing of a cycle and being in their power. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So let's see, what is going to be the obstacle? I love that you've joined us now here, mister. Okay, what is going to be the obstacle in the next few weeks for the feminine? The obstacle, please. Whoa. Okay. It's a little stack of cards there. What is the obstacle? Whoa, okay. All right. That's why. Okay. Okay, my prince. Thank you. You must sit still so I can read the cards or it got to go. Okay, we have the Fool, which is a new beginning. So I feel like, well, let's get the other cards out. Maybe they want me to rearrange them, okay? So we have okay. So we have the Fool, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that the obstacle is going to be not to wallow in sadness. Okay, because I feel like the feminine has already spoken her truth. She has already communicated what needed to be said. She has spoken her truth. She has set her boundaries, maybe spoken her deal breakers, maybe, okay? And that's all she can do now. She can't do anything else. So the challenge is going to be, because now she's in this energy of change, right? She's ready to change. She's ready to move forward and become this emperor. But the challenge is going to be for her to do that. Stay in this energy, because you have the Five of Wands and then the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Wands is about like change, teamwork, building towards the future, I feel like. And then the Five of Pentacles is about like wallowing, crying, feeling left out in the cold, feeling locked out of something, okay? So I feel like that's going to be the challenge. They're saying to you, you've already done everything you can do in this situation. So regardless, you're going to get a new stable beginning and foundation in love coming, okay? As long as you can not regress and wallow in this, maybe I could have done, okay, that's what I'm hearing. Maybe you've done everything you can, you've spoken your truth, you've set boundaries, you've done it all. The challenge for you in the next few weeks is to not derail your new beginning. You have the Fool here, right? Do not derail your new beginning and all this change by wallowing and feeling left out in the cold. You've done everything you can, and you just need to move forward in your into a new beginning of stability and foundation. And I feel like that's going to be in love. Maybe somebody new is coming in for you, or maybe it's your divine masculine coming back. But either way, you just need to keep moving forward, and you will get a new stable beginning. Okay, don't derail yourself by wallowing and replaying over in your head all the things you could have done or should have done differently. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Now, let's get some advice for the Divine Feminines over the next few weeks. Advice for the Divine Feminines over the next few weeks. Advice. Whoop, there it is. Nourish. Okay? So, I feel like this is just continuing on what I was just saying. You're in your power. You've communicated everything you can. There's no more action you need to take. Now it's time for you to just nourish yourself, stay balanced, stay in your power, stay connected to source energy. And that's what I'm hearing. Whenever you need advice or you don't know which way to go, you just need to sit quietly and nourish yourself. And then the universe will provide you with the answers, I'm hearing. The universe will provide you with the answers. Okay? I'm going to leave it there because I feel like this is good and they've said all they have to say. Yeah, okay, one more. They're saying, just remember over the next few weeks, Divine Feminines, the future energy is you're going to be the Emperor. You're going to start you're going to end a cycle and have a new beginning in love. And part of this nourishing is staying open to receive. Okay? Knowing you've done all you can and being open to receiving this new stable beginning in love. All right? Lots of love energy going on for this new year. It's good. All right. So we always like to ask you to be kind, be authentic, be aware. Wishing you all the love, peace, and light you can hold. Have a wonderful day.